Okay, so we got one more thing to do on this, is to look at Kansas, Nebraska. Okay, so first off, y'all know we bought Gadsden because we were trying to make what? And Stephen Douglas, not to be confused with Frederick Douglass, is going to build a railroad. But wait, we had to organize California because what was going on?
Stealing.
They were stealing what?
Gold.
Gold. Okay, so we know California is now organized. Will the railroad be safe? Who has organized the Utah territory? Brigham Young. Is it safe going through here? We have a government. But now we're going to go through Kansas. Is that safe? No, it's going to go through Kansas, and it's going to come through Missouri. Missouri is a state. Is that safe? It's going to go through Illinois. Is that safe? So what is the only area that if we were to build a railroad, because this railroad, right? I don't do good cars. Just bear with me. If it were to go through here, what is it going to have in it? What is the stuff that it's going to have in it?
Coal.
Not coal. It's shiny. Gold. Because it's coming from where?
California.
And what are we fearful? As it goes through Missouri, Illinois, it's safe, but what area is it not safe?
Kansas.
Why is it not safe here? What is not here? An organized government. And if there's no organized government, what could possibly happen when it's coming through here?
We'll have no gold when we come through.
Because what's going to happen? A train robbery, right? So Stephen Douglas wants to organize the building of this railroad so we could bring what into this area? Gold. But you have to understand Stephen Douglas. He's a very corrupt guy. He wanted Chicago to be the eastern terminal city. He owned all the real estate. If he were to build this railroad, is he going to be banking? He also had invested in the railroad stock. So if he gets the railroad to come to California, is he going to make a lot of money? Yes. And we're going to see this would get him votes, and would he win possibly in the future some big elections?
Yes.
So he's going to introduce this whole idea that we bring in Kansas and Nebraska. But if I go back, I'm going to erase my little train. If I go back to the Compromise of 1820, this said what cannot exist above 3630. So California, it was which state? Free state, which one?
16.
He's going to organize Kansas. Kansas would become what according to the Missouri Compromise?
Free.
A free state, number what?
17.
Would the South go for that?
No.
So, can we keep the Missouri Compromise?
Mm-hmm.
So basically he comes up with the Kansas-Nebraska Compromise, or a scheme. Basically, the South would not let Kansas come in because it would tip the what?
Right.
So he says, okay, we're going to get rid of this Missouri Compromise. He says Kansas, because it's right next to slave-owning Missouri, would become a slave state by popular sovereignty. Is that still a gamble?
Mm-hmm.
It would become the 16th slave state. Would the South be cool with that?
Yes.
But it's a what?
This time.
Gamble. They said Nebraska, look how big it is. Is it going to take forever to get 60,000? Nebraska would be eventually a free state, but that would be 17, but would it come in soon? So do you think the South is going to dig this compromise to bring in Kansas as the 16th slave state?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be like, yeah, this is cool. Kansas and Nebraska, let's organize them. Again, Douglas is doing this for what? So he can make what?
Money.
Railroad, money from the railroad. He says we will use popular sovereignty. Is that a gamble? Because he could either go what? Free or...
Slave.
And it's going to repeal the Missouri Compromise. Okay. So we're done with that.